Cyclone Amphan has inflicted a huge toll on life and property across Bengal. Here's a report from Manogya Loigwal and Indranil. Manogya reports from Digha, which was the eye of the storm.
It's the calm after the storm. Silent yet scary. Just a few hours ago, Cyclone Amphan ravaged the coast in full fury. Blowing away everything that came in its way, including the shop. It has been a double whammy for Siddheshwar Maji. If the 2-month lockdown crippled his finances, Amphan has now dealt a crushing blow. Maji and his wife Alpana had started this eatery just 3 years ago. Their clientele used to be tourists who came to Tajpur, a beach popular among reclusive travellers located 20 kilometers from Digha.
এই ধরে 2 কিলো চাল দিয়েছিল আজকে দিমা ধরে সেটাই খেয়ে কোন চালিয়েছি আর যেখানে নেই কার কাছে ধারটা 2-10 টাকা আনছি ছেলেদের খাওয়াচ্ছি ছেলেদের কত আর আমরা না খেয়ে থাকবো কিন্তু ছেলেবেলে কি খাবে না খেয়ে থাকতে পারবে রাখতে পারবে
Alpana shares Maji's fears. She doesn't know where the food will come from the next few days.
গো ভেঙে গেছে কি করে সংসার চালাবো কষ্টে ছেলে মেয়ে কি খাওয়াবো ঝড়ে ভেঙে গেছে সব ছাদ নিচে মানে ভেঙে গেছে এই হোটেল বানিয়েছিলাম
Maji started the business after suffering a spinal disorder that bars him from any physical labor. He took a loan of 1,10,000 rupees from a public sector bank and has repaid 40,000 till now. Maji has applied for a moratorium on the 5,000 rupee EMI for 2 months, but the cyclone means he might need more time.
লোন টোন নিয়ে ধার আপাতত 1 লাখ মতন হয়ে গিয়েছিল মানে এরা হাদুধারি তোদারি নিয়ে ব্যাংক ট্যাঙ্ক নিয়ে 2 লাখ আর 1 লাখ ধার ছিল এমনিতে ছিল তারা কোনোরকমে চলছিল তাদের সুদ টুদ দিয়ে কিছু আটকানো ছিল তারপর সব চলে গেছে এখন কি করে তাদেরও দিব কি করে আমি খাবো পুরো একদম শেষ হয়ে গেছে আমি আমার আর বাঁচার রকম আর কোনো জায়গা নেই আমাকে হয় বিষ খেতে হবে নাই গলা দড়ি দিতে হবে
Maji's story is not his alone. There are around 50 shops in Tajpur and now all face an uncertain future.
Challenges are huge and the opportunities are almost nothing in future. All that these families and several like these are gaping and looking at a future, at a blank future and staring at the sea, understanding on what exactly happened. And all that they have is just a structure with no roof to even take shelter from the rain. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Manogya Loigwal in East Midnapur for India Today.
And no city has been as badly affected as Kolkata. Kolkata has spent a night like no other. These are some of the images that came in from Kolkata. Just look at how the city has been devastated. The airport also has been completely inundated. These images coming in from Kolkata during the cyclone in the last 24 hours. A city that's been devastated. To get a sense as eyewitnesses through that night and what they saw, I'm joined by Anik, Dutta, filmmaker, Nusrat, Amin. She is of course also a Trinamool Congress MP as well as an actor. She's joining us as a celebrity today. Boria Majumdar will also be joining us, our consulting editor, in a moment. Nusrat, give us a sense of what the night was like. I'm told electricity was off. The city was in complete darkness. What was it like yesterday in Kolkata?
Sir, it has never been, we've never seen a massacre of such level. We were already fighting COVID, we were already amidst a lot of trouble when we had to face something like this, a natural calamity of such a devastating level. There was outage of supply, there's water clogging all around. I think it's a very difficult time that all of us are facing. We're stuck in our houses and we cannot go out on the roads because the roads are blocked with trees. So it's very difficult time that we are facing at the moment, and we are trying our level best. Our entire rescue and relief operations are underway, and everything is being taken care by the state government. But there's still a lot more that we need to fight.
Anik Dutta, it almost seems straight out of an Amitabh Ghosh novel. You know, Amitabh Ghosh has often predicted that this could well happen to Bengal.
Hungry died.
That's right, in Hungry Tried and other books he's been writing consistently on what climate change can do, the destruction it can cause, but the cyclone itself.
Even in that other documentary where...
but give us a sense of what last night was for you and people living in Kolkata.
See, for us who live in the cities and slightly more privileged than some of the others, for us it wasn't life-threatening. There was a lot of hype and we kept hearing about a lot of details, like we become experts within, say, 2 to 3 hours, like in COVID, this also happened. So, but I knew that it is not life-threatening unless I go out, like, go out or drive out without an emergency. But even then, what happened in our apartment building was that suddenly we found this inundated. The second floor of our house, which is a duplex, was completely kind of ankle-deep water. And we tried to, chuck out the water as much as we could.
The water came up to your second floor? The water came up to the second floor?
No, it was seeping. It was, not that bad. It was seeping through the window panes, which were shut. And the wind speed was so high that even the locks were kind of coming out and water was coming in. And from the sides, I've lived here for 6 years and it has not happened here. Once in a while, a little bit of a leaking here and there. But it was completely like, we gave up. We tried for about a couple of hours. We gave up. Mm-hmm. But obviously, in the villages, and particularly in the coastal areas, that we got to see, because we switched off our televisions, and I don't know whether TV was on or not, but we switched it off because lightning, etc. This morning we got to see all the devastation in the coastal areas. The member of parliament who's with us, she might be able to tell us what she saw in our constituency.
Nusrat, what were you hearing and seeing? I was told by friends yesterday in Kolkata, internet was off. There was constant lightning. What did you see?
I just got electricity a while back in my building, so it was that bad. We were going through really rough times, and I couldn't follow anything because the mobile networks were down and everything was underwater. So I could not be really updated about what's happening all around. All I could hear was that scary sound of the wind gushing all over, and all I could see is all the trees fall all around us. So it was that scary last night, and we were just praying. All we could do is sit back at home and pray for all those people who are actually facing this calamity from right, in front of their eyes, especially places which has been worst hit. Being my constituency being one of them in Basirhat, like the south in the North Chowbis Parganas, it is swept away almost. Places like Minakha, Haroa, and Shondesh Khali, Hingolganj, very remote areas. People are devastated right now. They do not know what exactly is to be done. So our Honorable CM would be on her way tomorrow for the area survey along with our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. He'll be there. So I'm hoping that we cope up with this entire situation and we get back to normalcy at the earliest.
Some of those images that I'm now playing are frightening. They straight out of some kind of a horror movie that could be taking place in front of our eyes. Now, this happening in Kolkata, Anik, do you think the city was prepared for it? Do you think the people of the city could have really expected something like this? This is the worst in 283 years.
To be frank, I mean, we were indoors. In fact, I haven't ventured out. Not that. In fact, I'm supposed to be living in a containment zone, about 100 meters containment zone. Across the road, apparently there's someone quarantined with COVID positive. So in any case, I can't get out. But all those barricades which were put up there now on the ground, and people are moving around. So it will take about a couple of days for the whole COVID thing and setup to come back. So I wouldn't know how. Okay, the electricity went for 3-4 times, in fact, and then I found out what was the problem from a friend who's the managing director of CSE. He said that we are trying to constantly distribute the load, because if we shut everything down, and they had to do it because people were getting electrocuted. There were places where the light post had fallen, and some people riding motorbikes, they got electrocuted. So they had to switch off a few things, but then they had to be careful that otherwise the whole thing would shut down, that they had to distribute the thing.
Right.
So to that extent, they were ready. But the rest of the thing, the civic bodies and the corporation, I must say, in the villages, I saw some people, some politicians also, ex-politicians who's not an MP anymore, a very elderly man in his 70s, septuagenarian, Mr. Kanti Ganguly. I mean, he is known to do this. So whenever there's a disaster, he reaches there. This time also, with truckloads of relief, he was there on the spot without cameras. You just got to see it because someone else, a colleague, had taken it. And I'm sure there were others who were also helping the government. And what we saw on the television, this, whatever it's called, NDRF, or these people were very, very they looked very efficient. They looked and sounded very efficient.
There's no doubt that the NDRF has done a remarkable job, and that's why perhaps the scale of the damage hasn't been as much as it could have been. I just want to leave it there.
But 72 deaths, and in Calcutta itself 15. I mean, it's I don't think
but that still, it could have been much worse given the scale, given the intensity of the cyclone. Anik, Dutta, Nusrat, Amin, thank you both very much for joining me. Stay well, stay safe. I hope that Kolkata sees better times sooner rather than later. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. Just a reminder also that if you want to help, this is the account name: West Bengal State Emergency Relief Fund, ICICI Bank, Branch Howrah, account number 628-005-550-1339. IFS code is ICIC 0006280. All the other details there on your screen. Do help generously. The people of Bengal need your help at this moment.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.